Sometimes I hate being honest. I know, it's the morally right thing to do, but they could have made this whole thing easier, cause it's in the basic moral code of everyone that, don't lie. That's the code. George Washington chopped down the cherry tree, he could not tell a lie. And his father embraced him and rejoiced, telling young George that honesty was worth more than 1,000 trees. There were so many times I could have just lied to my mom. She would have been such a happier person from it. But I could not tell a lie when she asked if I did my homework. And my honesty was not worth more than 1,000 trees because my video games were taken from me. And those are made of plastic. Now, what I'm describing is lying for the greater good, to avoid punishment, so I don't have video games taken from me. But sometimes people just fucking lie. I don't know, I guess to look cool or something? I don't think more lies can be shared anywhere else than a group of kids at school just talking. I remember playing kickball during recess when I was probably 8. Most of my kickball games were just standing in a spot that the ball never got kicked to. I never got to touch the ball much, but I sucked at catching anyway, so it was whatever. There was one kid who was really good at catching the ball, and I remember asking him one time, how do you do that? He told me his brother was a football player, and then he told me that the same brother would take him to an NFL field to practice with him, where the 9-year-old I was talking to would kick easy 70-yard field goals. By the time he finished his story, the ball was kicked again, but it went into the woods this time. And you had a bunch of kids who were in a running contest to retrieve a ball in the woods. That's when another kid came up to me. Hey, Crondle! Huh? Did you hear about the roller coaster got stuck upside down? No. Well, I was on it. It happened. Okay. I was holding on. I saw people fall. I wasn't really struggling. Okay. And then he would just walk away. He wasn't even playing kickball. Someone kicked the ball again, and it went into the woods again. But this time, I calculated in my head where the ball would have gone while it was still in the air. So that allowed me to get a head start. And it was the only time I ever went into the woods to retrieve the ball. And I can't stress how important this was to me. My one chance to make myself useful in a game of kickball, to run into the woods and get the ball. The average person found it in about 5 seconds on the outskirts of the woods. But this ball actually went into the woods. And I kept searching and searching. I could hear people yelling at me in the distance, screaming. This is my one chance to prove that I wasn't like inferior. I remember I was looking all over the ground, and then I looked up and there was this tree. This tree literally had a sphere-shaped like dodgeball lump. And I know it's dumb to piece that the ball literally went inside the tree. I don't know where else it went. My 8-year-old self certainly doesn't know. I mean, it's probably still in the woods, but yeah, I couldn't find the ball. And that's what was on my mind when I came back empty-handed. I told everyone I couldn't find the ball because it got, and I quote, absorbed in a tree. I didn't say it got stuck or anything conceivable. Absorbed. No one else even went to look for the ball. I just got dogpiled on with everyone yelling at me. And then the teacher saw what was happening, so she got up and asked what was going on. A bunch of people said Crondle lost the ball, and the teacher was a neurotic fuck too, so then she flipped out. Recess ended early. We had an in-class lecture about losing school property. It was probably one of the worst days of my life. I don't even know if I played kickball again after that. I don't think I did. I really hope I didn't. The worst part now is that whenever I tell anyone this story, I get instantly teased for it. Like I told my family after school about what happened, right? Every single time now. Hey, I lost my wallet. Have you tried looking at an oak? I even tried telling this funny story to friends about this kickball that disappeared and there was this ball-shaped lump in the tree. My dumb kid self thought it got absorbed. Why did you think it got absorbed in the tree? That can't happen. The ball wouldn't go inside the tree. I was a dumb 8-year-old at the time, and I'm telling you about how dumb I was as an 8-year-old. The moral of the story is that 8-year-old Crondle told a lie, but he lacked the confidence to tell a convincing lie. So now he gets humiliated for the rest of his life for thinking a ball got absorbed into a tree, which makes him even more insecure for the rest of his life. Isn't that nice? Sometimes you should just lie instead of trying to say what you thought the truth was at the time.